gamers both young and old. Today we'll be looking into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, which is... I don't know where I should put this. This game was indeed entertaining, but not in a game way. For me, this is more like a movie. Why for me to say so? First thing first, as you guys have just heard, we had an awesome background music. We also got great animation, and I have to be fair here. The background story is great. Really. Alright, besides of let's say being able to adjust a lot of stuff, you can see actually they did make their own story, which is a very standard Ninja Turtle story here, which is a good thing. You feel like you're going through an entire Ninja Turtle episode and you are playing in it. You are part of it. And for that, I need to give the game credit. As for the gameplay, I'm sorry to say, after that everything just fall apart. This is why you'll be seeing that there will be a lot of animation here for... That's the best part of the game. As you can see, the city is under threat again, being able to levitate into the sky due to the Foot Clan, and April got herself kidnapped again. She's April, what do I expect? At least she's better than Lois Lane in a few categories, so let's go and rescue her. I'll be using Leonardo at the same time again. Like the previous game, you're not allowed to switch your turtles, which was a disappointment, and you can see this is why the game actually was not liked by a lot of people. The animation has been downgraded, and I have to say the superpower that Leonardo have here is kind of stupid and doesn't look nice. Now, I really cannot put the fault into this because you can see actually they do pretty much effort into other things besides gameplay, and I have no idea why I'm fighting here. And most of the time I'll be doing this Tasmanian devil spinning with my blades outside. It's one of the most efficient way to fight definitely, and you can see they really try a lot of new stuff, like your opponents are able to say pull out stuff from the background and use it as a weapon, which is, that I admit, it's good stuff, but the animation really is kind of bad up here. I have no idea what I'm sitting on. That. What is that? A tugboat? Oh, never mind. Let's just continue the game and see what we'll be fighting. Yeah, we'll just stay blah blah. There's a lot of pointless stuff, and we'll be fine. Bebop again with a very strange, let's say, hit by the weapon, I say. And you can see the game does not provide much of a challenge. For most of the time you only need to, let's say, stay in one place, or let's say that you'll be safe and start hacking your opponents until he's dead. Eventually there are a lot of, let's say, so-called cheats around here that allows you to, let's say, go through the game easily, which, as I mentioned before, is a fault in the gameplay. There's no challenge, or let's say the challenge is too easy to deal with, and the spinning attack is kind of efficient and you'll be using it a lot of times. Sadly, the spinning attack doesn't look awesome at all, which is a main problem here. Now let's continue our boss fight, just show you how powerful the spinning is. Yeah, you'll be doing this a lot. Because it's efficient, you'll be using it, but does it look cool? I don't think so. This is definitely not one of the coolest movements over here. And believe me, if you think this was bad, you should have seen all the other three turtles. Their super move is roughly the same. They'll be staying the same ground, not moving much, and it actually does not look nice. Let's put it this way: the spinning cut is the best. I'm sorry to say that. The spinning cut is the best. Okay, let's go to the next round, and I think we'll be using the same thing again against this flying pork lady. Yeah, definitely a big alligator moment over here. And yeah, the slide kick is also being used or utilized a lot, and we kill Master Croc here. Okay, once the water is over, we just dive down into the ground. Actually, we should hurt ourselves in this case. Okay, let's find April and kill Shredder. And eventually, yes, we are going into the Terror Dome again. Where most of the fights will take place, I wonder to myself how many times I've destroyed the Pterodon and it still comes back. Maybe it's made by cheap material. And you can see I'm cheating again, just staying in a very safe position where it's not this attack does not let you do much. As my attack is actually done more damage, and just let you know, for certain reasons this guy's attack at certain short range is not gonna hurt you. As long as you stand at that place, he's not gonna do much damage to you. Yeah, I'm not even, let's say, putting much effort, let's say going or let's say mad boss rush against him, and have won. Now let's fight Shredder. Again, the spring attack. I just put it this way, if you have no ideas of what Ninja Turtle is, and this is the first time you see someone playing this game and not playing this game yourself, you will believe that actually the real hero is Shredder. For one good reason, you can see him pulling out a lot of fascinating moves, and all you do was spin over there. It should have been gone the other way, yet it didn't. And yeah, the portal that saved April. Let's see what's gonna happen next. Okay, now that's range. I thought Shredder was dead, right? He's up again. That means there'll be another fight again, sadly. Okay, hey turtles, blah blah blah. Okay, how are you gonna fight? Oh, now that's one big turtle. It's kind of fascinating to see that actually there are other turtles and the turtles are not fighting outside, right? Yeah, and the foot clean sign is kind of, let's say, not really subtle, I can say that. Keep on spinning, and just put it this way, ninjas never use this kind of tactics to fight. Okay, jump to top building. I'll be fighting Shredder one more time, and oh, instead of fighting, he's been teleported away. I think I should follow too. Yep. We are doing the fight in space now. All the while, I thought the brain monsters were from another dimension, turned out they were from space. Doesn't make sense, but on the other hand, this game never makes sense. And finally, the word Cowabunga appears. Not being said, as I mentioned, only appears. Now let's fight Krang and let's say do all the belly cut. You can see his weapons are actually based on long range, so as long as they stick close to him, right, there's no way for him to harm you. Yeah, that's the problem with this game. There are too many, let's say, easy ways for you to play. Eventually, you will not feel satisfied after defeating Krang, or let's say even finish this game. The only satisfaction you get is by reading the story, watching the story, and be part of the, and you do feel like you are being part of a animation, a cartoon, and that was it. So it does work for younger kids, no doubt, but let's say you get a little bit older, and let's say that's your early teens, you are not gonna like this. But on the other hand, NES was actually aimed for younger kids, so I'm not gonna say much about this. And you can see, really, this boss is not tough at all. The only thing I can say is time consuming. And if a boss is designed this way, you do not sense the challenge, no one will like the game. Well, let's say, I think that was the reason why this game wasn't that popular among Ninja Turtle fans. Okay, we'll be fighting Shredder again, and I'll be using my spin attack, and I'll be taking him down very easily. Here we go. Oh, spiky Shredder. That's nice. No difference. No difference. You see that? Once I spin, you don't dare to get close to me. I can use special weapons, I just need to make sure I'll just avoid. See? By right, that would, I mean that move, if you don't have spinning move, you need to find a way to cut him. That was intimidating. But once you spin, you are partially, yes, I mean you're partially invincible, so there's nothing to be afraid of, really. In those cases, there's nothing to be afraid of, there's nothing afraid. This is unlike the, let's say, rotating, let's say picture shields you get from Windows Company when you're playing blasting, where it actually will be destroyed in a short while. This makes you invincible, and when that happens, the game is not enjoyable anymore. You do not feel the threat, You don't feel the tension. You're just here to watch an animation, which I admit is kinda great if you're talking about NES. You know, what I'll do? If for me to design this game, I'll spend more time on a turtle band or turtle blimp and make part of the game where you can play like an arcade shooting mode. But sadly they didn't do that. So you can see you are just part of cartoon over here and more like watching a cartoon instead of playing it. Yeah, you can see there are special moves. Actually, it's not really that useful. Leonardo has actually have a spin, let's say spinning rush attack. Not helpful on that. I think they do get some ideas from Street Fighters, and don't let me go into that topic. For the next game was a fighting game. It does make the story hilarious, but when it comes to fighting games, the turtle fighting games was not that good. Their movement kind of repetitive, and let's put it this way, the choice of fighters are limited. Not to mention, actually Straddle is being overpowered, and there are reasons why people really do not like that game. And that's all. With that, we have ended our Ninja Turtle series. Click like if you find this entertaining, and although I'm sorry to say this is one of the least entertaining videos, but I do feel that I have the responsibility to do all the turtle shows in one shot. And next time I will be talking about something that is more interesting both in the background and the gameplay. And this time is actually much more revolutionary. For it's not easy to put certain things into NES, and yet this time we have done that. We'll be trying simulations. Yeah, flight simulations. And when I mention flight simulations, I think you know what game I'll be talking about. There will be lots of dogfighting. See you then.